Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bonita Wells and I'll be your facilitator for today's session. The purpose of today's professional development is to employ administrators with ways to build broad-based, skillful involvement in the work of leadership. Patterson and Patterson define teacher leaders as teachers who work with colleagues for the purpose of improving teaching and learning. This can be either formal or informal. We will be participating in a couple of activities today, which I hope you will enjoy. I would like for you to divide up into groups. We need an equal amount of participants in each group. I am distributing index cards and colored markers for each group to use. In your groups, you will create a structure that resembles a getaway or retreat within 5 minutes. This will be accomplished by using the index cards and folding them or tearing them. Designs should be made using your colored markers. Please be creative in your design. Okay, it's time to reveal your group's masterpiece. Please take turns and describe your getaway. I hope you enjoyed this activity and realized the importance of it. Hopefully you grasped the concept of learning together. And now you know when you work collectively, the ending result could be a long-lasting solid structure. Please use an index card from the table and respond to this question. What were some helpful and not so helpful actions we did as a team and individually when working together? Who can tell me what leadership capacity is? You all have some great responses. Now, how is leadership capacity different from shared decision-making? More great responses. Can anyone define codependency? I knew you would get this one. Can someone explain why changing roles are central to the work of building leadership? Just for reference, changing roles grow out of changing self-perceptions. I hope this discussion made you think a little. Your new task is to write your own responses to these questions. Once you are done, pair up with someone and discuss your responses. Now your group needs to create a new answer for each question, improving on the quality of each individual response. Once you have finished, someone from your group needs to write your composed answers on each post-it note and we will compare the responses from the groups. Wow! The groups had great responses. I'm distributing a handout on leadership capacity that may help you understand some of the questions a little better. As we look over the sheet, you'll notice that leadership capacity refers to broad-based, skillful participation in the work of leadership. Also that shared decision-making is about our daily work together. It involves new roles and responsibilities. You'll read that codependency refers to dependence on one another to reinforce immature roles and uses of power and authority. Another handout I'd like to provide you with lists methods on how to move a traditional school's practices to methods for collaboration. Targeted topics are professional developments, supervision, and evaluation. The last handout discusses the role of principal. Please take a few minutes to go over this information. I hope you gained some new insight from your discussion and your groups. I would like for you to brainstorm on an index card for a minute about these questions. What are some traditional practices within your school that are outdated? How do you foresee moving those practices to methods that are constructive and collaborative? As we wrap up our session for today, I would like to end on a different note. Sometimes we forget that the job of an administrator is never-ending and at times one loses sight of where he/she is performing. I hope this next activity will get you to really thinking a little differently about where you see your school. I am passing out a blank leadership capacity matrix and 26 descriptive points. The descriptive points represent low and high skillfulness descriptive points of leadership capacity. You will have 10 minutes to place the descriptive points in its appropriate quadrant. Do the best you can. Okay, your time is up. Please display your quadrant with your descriptive points. Can you share with the group your descriptive points? While you were working on your quadrant, I provided you with a copy of the Leadership Capacity Staff Survey. This is an assessment of leadership disposition, knowledge, and skills needed to build leadership capacity in school and organizations. The items are clustered by the characteristics of schools with high leadership capacity. It may be completed by a school staff member or by a colleague who is familiar with the work of that staff member. The survey information is most useful if each staff member completes a survey as a self-assessment and then asks for an assessment by two colleagues. I am encouraging you to make data-driven decisions based on the results from this survey. We will be meeting again in a few months, and during that session I would like for you to present how your staff scored on this assessment and the decisions made based upon this data. I hope everyone remembers the important information from this professional development. We are a team and we are working together for a common goal. From this day forward, take risks with your students, try new activities and think outside the box. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Feel free to email me if you have any additional questions. Thank you for your participation.